Hi, baby. Welcome to Quarter Inch Seam. You're in my sewing room. We are not working on Ohio Stars today. Sorry. My brain's it's not clicking yet. I've pulled out every ruler. I have pulled out 3 4.5 inch square rulers. Block lock, this Fiskars thing. I don't know what this is. Straight rulers with a 45, not straight rulers with a 45. So we're gonna table it for right now on the Ohio Star because I can't get these. Look. Wrong. 3 inches. Supposed to be 3.5 inches. Yeah. Okay, it's all right. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. It's just Gatorade. I've taken to having to have some of that in the afternoon. So what are we going to do today? We're going to make the tractor bar shade cover so that he doesn't get all sunburned. I went out and did the measurements. So here's what we're going to do. It's 30 inches from the top of the bar, okay, from the top of the bar on the tractor to basically the bottom where it would, the bottom. Because the bar continues on down into the seat. So, but obviously we're just going to basically the end of the bar where it kind of folds. It's 30 inches. Let's just go with that. Now, across the bar is 31.5 inches. And the bar itself is it's a 2 inch square tubular steel around. So I was thinking last night and today, because originally when we had talked, we said, meaning you and me, we were trying to figure out how we could kind of attach it on with maybe, like, I got some little tiny grommets. I was thinking grommets on like bungee cord but then today I was thinking, what if I made it like a little beanie, or like a sock, my only concern in that is this. Once I put it on and he kind of gets moving, is it going to like be buffeting? No, mind you, it's not going that fast. It's not, it's not a racetrack out here. Okay? It's going a few miles an hour. So we'll see. I think I'm going to start there. I don't know. I hope they have more of this fabric in stock. I have to get more blue anyway. Okay, so let's do the math. Ready? Okay, if it's 30 inches, why am I yelling? If it's 30 inches, and we have to have, I think, a 1/2 inch seam on each side. So we need the front to be 30.5 or 30, 30.5. Yeah, right? 30.5. The back has to be 30.5 by 32. Okay, so it's 30.5 by 32, 2 pieces, and then we're going to sew them together. Okay, let's see if we... I have a sneaking suspicion this may not be big enough. Okay, so this is 24. Let's see here. This is 24. Let's go back over this way. Give a little bit of an allowance there for the, the salvage. Okay, so 24 is 2, let me just mark it. Where'd my pencil? There. How you guys doing today? What did you... I'm doing better today than I was yesterday. Yesterday was just crazy. How about you? Is today a better day? It's not Monday anymore. Can't beat that. Okay, so that's 24. 24 and 24 and let's say 18 is 38. So I've got okay, so we're going to need another panel, which is fine. And then we've got to go 30 and a half. So we have enough to we'll do the 32 cut. And then this has to be 30. We need it to go 30, 30 and a half. Okay, let's see. So now we're going to go the other way. 30. Whoops. Okay. Okay, so I started reading that new book by Harlan Coben. I mean, it's not new for him, but it's new for me. It's either Nobody's Fool or Can't Fool Me. I don't remember which one I have, and I don't have it in here. I don't remember what I'm reading. Okay, there's 24, and we need 30 and a half. So 24, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Okay, so let's start getting the cuts done, and then I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna seam this up a little bit, okay, so that it doesn't start to fray. So we'll get through that tonight, and then I'm gonna run to the store and get the other piece of fabric. Yeah. Okay, so 32. First of all, let's get rid of this salvage edge. And then the biggest part is the width. Yes. And so we're going to go, what? Not really like a normal calculator up there, folks. It's girl math. Ah! Okay, let's see. So half of 32 is going to be 16. So when we get done with once we get the salvage edge off, we need to trim this to 16, right? Because then when I open it up, it should be right. So if I trim it to 16, right? If I trim it there, when I open it, it shall be 32. Yes. Okay. So let's clean this puppy up and get this side done. First, let's, first, shall we press? So what are you working on? What's going on over there? I literally sat here for a bit trying to figure out this quarter square triangle thing, and I know some of you were so sweet in the comments. Some of you were like, have more faith in yourself. I have faith in myself. I'm just not sure. I think this is one of those things. I was sitting here before you came over, and I was saying to myself, this is one of those things that until you figure it out, you can't see it. And once you figure it out, you can't unsee it. So I just have to get to the point where my brain, I was trying to think of a good example of that, but I haven't come up with that yet. But it's just one of those things that, like, once you can, I don't know, once you can do a somersault, you can't not do a somersault. Your body just seems to know how to do it. Swimming is a good example. Like, once you know how to swim, I don't think I could, I don't even think that my body could fake not knowing how to swim. But until you get it, it just doesn't compute. So that's okay. It's okay. So this is going to be part 1 on, now I'm obviously doing it for a tractor cover, for a tractor, for a robot, you know, on his thing. However, what else could you use a cover like this for? You know what this would be good as? You'd obviously need to make it a little bit longer, but it would be a good cover for like your ironing board, not just the board part, but like a cover to slip over the whole thing if you made this more quilty. I'm not going to make this quilty because I don't want it to be super thick, but if you took this, idea and just made it longer, figure out how long your ironing board is, and then and how wide, add, you know, an inch. I'm always a little bit generous because it's, you know, maybe a little bit more than maybe 2 inches, and then you would have something that you could slip over your ironing board. Like, there's times when I'm really obsessed on this ironing board idea, aren't I? There's times when I fold up my ironing board. I used to have a really, really perfect place for it, I think. Well, actually, no. I didn't have a perfect place for it in my old house. And I don't have a perfect place for it here. Years ago, this is a hack for you if you've never done this. Go to, my problem is I haven't found exactly the ones that I want, so maybe I'll have to order them on Amazon or something. Okay, hold on a second. Now let's figure out what we're doing. I think the first thing we're just going to do is fold this up one more time and get the salvage off. Okay, let's get the salvage off. And kind of get that a little bit better there. Okay? Okay. I'm going to turn the mat around again. Okay, ready? Close your eyes. So satisfying. Okay, now, okay, this is the width. Needs to be 32, so we're going to trim this. Don't open it, Angela. We're going to trim this to 16, but we're actually going to go a little bit more generous than that because I don't necessarily want to put a gusset on it, but by the same token, I want it to be big enough, right? So it says 32, so let's assume that that's 33. So half of 33 is 16 and a half. So let's cut it at 17. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let's just make sure. Okay. I think we're right. Okay. Because that's actually going to be 35, right? Right. We're sure? Because once I cut it, you know, it's cut. I mean, I can't put it back on. Okay, here we go. Okay. All right, now, so this should be 23, 24, there's 24, right there, 24, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 34 and a half. Okay, that's good. 34 and a half, and we need it to be 32. So now, so that's the width. Okay? Now, top to bottom, is 30, so 30 and a half with a seam allowance, plus an inch or two, 30 and a half, 31 and a half, 32 and a half. So we want to go, I think, the same thing the other direction, right? So now, to cut the length, so what did I just say? 30 and a half, 31 and a half, 32. So 33. Okay, now let's do it. Oops. Right? Oh, I'm not taking much off. 30. Okay, so let's call that 31. We want to add 2. 32, 33. Half of 33 again. I think again we want to go to 17, don't we? So now we're going to cut the other way. Okay. Now, get this laid down. I think it was Betsy who made a comment about a book that she's reading by Kate Morton. So I want to get everybody's opinion. I have not read Kate Morton. And so I'm very interested in, I've been reading the description on some of her books. They look fabulous. So if you've read them, are they a good read? Do you like them? The one that I think Betsy said that she was just starting to read, I can't remember the name of it. I'll have to see if I can find it really fast. Okay, sorry. I just have to keep making sure. I'm going to cut this because I'm having it. I'm going to cut it at 17. Okay. Oops, sorry. Okay. The Forgotten Garden by Kate Morton. Has anybody read it? I know Betsy is just starting it. If you've read it, I'm very curious to see what you thought. All right, let's see. So now, technically, This should be correct for one side. So what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to run and run down to the store and get another piece of this fabric. Oh, please say a prayer to the fabric gods. Please have it. Please. Please. Okay. I don't have some fancy pants tool for this. So we're just gonna fold it over, and because of the way that we did this, I'm trying not to fold it over too much because I don't want to eat up all the extra that I gave myself. For in this, in kind of cauterizing the edges. Okay, so today we are going to try and get this, at least this one side seamed up. And then tomorrow is our Facebook Live. No. Sorry. YouTube Live. Wednesday Night Live. You know what that means, ladies? Grab a glass of wine. Grab whatever you're working on. And come hang out and see if you think that I might be able to get this thing working. Or maybe I'll give that Ohio Star another try. It's not really the Ohio Star. It's not. It's these stupid quarter square triangles. I just... Wow. They are just throwing me. Okay. Move you out of the way. Don and moi. Okay. Let's get rid of the black. Bring y'all back over here. Oh, sorry, the machine light is on a little high. Okay, you have to come off. You have to go on. I have to be honest with you. I'm going to be pretty impressed with myself. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm not. So you don't have to toot my horn for me. I'm going to be pretty impressed if I can manage to make this cover thing work, because he's been needing this like for a while because it gets so hot out there, and this fabric has been sitting in my thing for so long that I really would like to make this work. What are you making for dinner? Yeah, I am making, well, when I say I mean Steve. Tonight we are grilling a tri-tip. Now, if you never had a tri-tip roast, a tri-tip is not supposed to be steaks. A tri-tip is supposed to be a roast. Okay, I'm going to set this on 1/4 inch, but I'm going to bump my needle over. Left, right, shift. Yeah, okay. All right, I'm just going to seam this up, and then we're going to go and get some more fabric. A tri-tip is supposed to be a roast. And you grill it, and it started in, I mean, I'm sure they have them and make them in other places. This is just kind of, It's kind of a native California thing. If you're from California or the West Coast, you know a tri-tip, right? And you know a Santa Maria style tri-tip. Santa Maria style tri-tip is like garlic powder or garlic salt, garlic, salt, pepper. It's really about it. And they grill it, and it's a little more on the rare side in the middle. And it's this weird looking cut of meat, so it looks like a little horn. Anyway, then they slice it, and typically, like if you go to like a fair or a function out, an outdoor function or whatever, you would you get tri-tip sandwiches. The same way that down here in the South you would get like a brisket sandwich. Well, up there we do tri-tip sandwiches. And it's not the same cut as brisket. And it's really designed to be grilled. And it's just the best, most flavorful, tender. My mouth is watering right now. Cut of meat ever. But it's not as common a cut of meat down here in the South or in Florida. Because in fact, I ordered, this is funny. I ordered a tri-tip when we first moved down here. I was trying to kind of get my bearings and stuff, and so we thought it was summertime, and so Steve said, "Hey, let's grill a tri-tip. Like that will be fun, and it'll be something that we really enjoy doing." So I did a grocery order, and I ordered it, and they sent me like a round steak or like a chuck roast or something. It's not the same. That's like ordering steaks, porterhouse steak, and getting a package of ground beef. It's just not the same. So we get them typically either from a butcher or the Publix around here, because so many people have transplanted themselves here. Don't come for me. I don't want to hear it. So many people have transplanted themselves that now they all know tri-tips, and now they all stock. Now they all cut the tri-tips and order the tri-tips. They're so good. It's just so good. You should try it. It's a fantastic summertime roast, and it's oh gosh, wow, that's great. I moved the needle over too far and I didn't catch the whole thing. Okay, now we're getting it. Okay, so that's what we are making tonight for dinner. And the fantastic thing is, it goes for a while. And so we'll have it for 2 nights. And maybe a lunch. I just love it. And if you like something that has a little bit of a, kind of a, not really a sweet, but almost like just a really good flavor, kind of a different flavor for a tri-tip, leave a comment in the comments and for the tri-tip recipe, and we will post the tri-tip recipe. It's so good, and it comes with a kind of a honey mustard glaze. It's not barbecue. It's not like a barbecue flavor or a barbecue sauce, because that's not really how you do a tri-tip. Okay, I got the one seam on. Okay, so at least we know that that's done. Okay, so I'm gonna run and grab another piece of the John Deere fabric. And let's get the little gazelle going the right way, okay? And tomorrow, so this is part 1, let's make a tractor cover or a sunshade. So we'll finish this tomorrow. This is part 1. Tomorrow we'll finish it, and hopefully it will work and fit. And I hope you have a fantastic evening. I'm gonna run and go get this other piece of fabric, and then we're gonna grill a tri-tip. If you want the recipe, make sure to put a comment in the comments below. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the channel out. Tomorrow is our Wednesday night live. Yahoo! I love the lives. I love the lives because I always get great questions and we have such great conversation. And so if you're new and you've never hopped on to one of our lives, hop on. It's a fantastic time. It's really a lot of fun. I love you guys. Have a great evening and a great day tomorrow. And remember, only a 1/4 inch seam. I love you guys. Bye.